Good evening, friends. Coasty Chris here. Cheers. Just enjoying my Coasty mug here. Don't forget to check out Teespring. Link in the description for all sorts of fun goodies with the Coasty logo. Definitely supports the channel. So, what I'd like to talk to you tonight about is an essential piece of equipment for enjoying the outdoors. And that's having a good, reliable hatchet. Now, you'll see online all sorts of reviews for, say, gransfors bruks, their small forest axe, their hand axes. Those are gorgeous pieces of artwork, handcrafted Swedish axes. Those are great. I'm probably never gonna own them. They're hundreds of dollars for something that at Walmart you can get for $5. Now, if you get a hatchet from Walmart, you can get a hatchet, I think, for $5 from Walmart. And they are going to be these plastic piece of crap hatchets, but you can't complain. You got it for $5. And what happens with those is that they have these plastic handles, and the heads on them might even be decent, but the plastic handle, it doesn't absorb any of the impact when you're chopping through wood. What that means is that your arm is going to absorb that impact, and it's gonna really hurt. So what I have in front of me here is a Vulcan hatchet. There's nothing fancy about it, but it's really well assembled and has good quality materials. So starting with the head here, what they use for the wedge is a circular wedge, and that puts an even amount of tension on the head from the handle, and it really works well. As soon as I saw that, I knew, okay, these people know what they're doing. They took time, they put effort into making their product. They didn't just use the quickest thing, which would have been like a wooden wedge, which you can see they do have a wooden wedge in there, but on top of that, they put in this circular metal wedge. So really well done. It's the first sign of quality. They also made it out of a really decent metal. It's not too brittle, but it does take an edge. It's a steel. It's not. It won't rust or anything, and it did take some effort to put an edge on there. But as you can see, I made the effort, and I'm not the best at sharpening axes, but I was able to do it with a whetstone, and yeah, it's a good quality steel, and I appreciate that metallurgy because I have had hatchets that will chip and dent, and this one has some dings in it, but I've put it through a lot, and I've already been able to grind out some of the dings and get it back into working order. I recently took it up to the Apostle Islands up in northern Wisconsin, and you really need a hatchet or an axe to get some campfires going. It was in the 30s, and that was in August. It was in the 30s. So especially with winter coming, you're gonna want to pick up a hatchet or an axe if you're gonna go and enjoy the outdoors as you should. You shouldn't let Mother Nature take the enjoyment of the outdoors away from you. So make sure to pick up a hatchet or an axe. So moving down the axe here, this is American hickory. So Vulcan, these axes are made in Mexico, and I like to buy American whenever I can, of course, but you know, if somebody makes a good product, like, you know, Sweden makes their gransfors bruks, they make a great product. Mexico, they made a great product here with their Vulcan. It's American hickory, and that absorbs a lot of the impact that you're gonna have when you go, and you have a really big lever here when you're going and applying pressure to that piece of wood. That American hickory is really going to do you a lot of good. So what I love about this handle is that you can replace it. It's not going to need replacing if you treat it right. Not for a long time, but you know, I've overswung on a couple swings when I was trying to cut firewood, and that's when, you know, there's no metal protector there or anything, and you could damage potentially your handle. But what's great is that you're still gonna have a good head on your hatchet, and you can can go ahead and replace this with another American hickory handle. It has a great feel to it. It naturally feels good in my hand. I don't have the biggest hands, but it feels great in my hand. It naturally comes to a point where this, what is it? The fawn's foot or something? Goat's toe or something I want to say. This pommel swell here at the end just fits perfect in your hand. When you grab it and when you feel it, you're like, yes, that just feels good. Like you can take on the whole outdoors with this in your hand, and you can do a lot with this. I also use it as a hammer to hammer in stakes. Just a good overall outdoorsman tool. So if you're heading into the outdoors as we get into cooler weather here, definitely pick up a hatchet, pick up an axe. I'll leave a link in the description to some really good Coast to Coast approved products, but don't let the outdoors and Mother Nature and the cold prevent you from enjoying the colder months and enjoying the outdoors. That said, go ahead and pick up some Coasty products. They do have face masks and neck gaiters now with a Coasty logo, and so definitely check it out and enjoy those products as well. Hope you all have a great evening and stay safe, and Semper Paratus. Coasty Chris out.